So we all saw that Warped Tour was back, right? A couple weeks ago, there were some rumors that Warped Tour was coming back, and then Kevin Lyman kind of confirmed it. And then tickets went on sale for $150. At the same time, though, with most festival tickets being hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a day, a 2-day pass pre-sale for $150 doesn't sound all that bad. The big thing, though, there's no lineup. Trying to get me to pay $150 to go to Warped Tour for purely the nostalgia, it almost feels insulting. Like, I know that people are going to buy this because of the nostalgia. I would never buy anything solely for the nostalgia. But I did find a way to time travel back into that Warped Tour era to, like, see a bunch of the Warped Tour bands. Literally, I don't know how I did this. I don't know how I figured it out. We found a loophole, okay? We found a way. At least, I think it was called Warped Tour. All I know is that Thursday, Cobra, Starship, Fall Out Boy, and My Chemical Romance are there. So clearly it has to be Warped Tour. But like when you're invited somewhere, you have to go, so.
And go I did. If you recall last year on this time, I went to Las Vegas for the When We Were Young festival. Surely this is a different event though, and I am in fact time traveling. And honestly, it sure did feel like it when I walked down this back room of a hallway to my government-assigned airport gate. Like, I mean, I literally asked, are these the back rooms? What the fuck? Anyways, I got clearance that there were once again no reptilians of any sort on this aircraft, so I made my trek onto it. Side note, when you see these motherfuckers on the side of a plane, you know that it's gonna be good. And after being delayed for an hour, I got to talk to this little cutie, but we were off. I had high expectations for the weekend. Was I actually gonna see the bands I paid for? What wacky things would occur? But one thing's for sure. I was anxious.
Hey gang, I made it to 2006.
Could we please just get a moment for the outfit? Like, literally, I killed it, guys.
I'm so psyched.
Listen to that back and tell me how I didn't realize that I was so anxious.
We're like gonna head over soon-ish. I'm nervous.
Oh my god!
We're doing it. Warped Tour equivalent 2024.
Let's fucking go.
When I tell you guys that I was so nervous, I mean that I was so incredibly nervous to the point that I could not literally stomach any food. Anyway, we got there, we got in really, really quick and easy, and then we started doing a little survey of the land. Now, being that we were at Warped Tour, I had never seen stages this big for Warped Tour, and we were watching this band, and I was like, is that Anthony Green? I thought he was in Circus Survive, so I was really confused. We saw the end of the forecast set, and, so then we saw Tonight Alive. They were so good, I can't stop listening to them, but shocking to no one, the fucking effects were back! What the hell? Afterwards, we stayed at the same stage to watch Cartel, and at this point I realized that I had my little tiny camera with me, so I got it out and started filming a little bit, and then we got even closer for Cartel, and I was like, this is kind of sick. Cartel was really good. I really enjoyed their set, having never listened to them before. Jules and I split up for a hot second, and so I took the minute to sit down and, you know, really hydrate and make sure that I was going to get that Warped Tour sunburn.
This is so stupid, guys. I'm in artist bathrooms right now. What the fuck? This is crazy. It's like, it's nice. What?
After that coolness, I went and watched most of Seosin's set, and genuinely I thought that this was going to be Anthony Green's Seosin. I did not think that this was going to be this kind of Seosin, so I have no comment. Anyway, after that, I watched a couple songs off of Thursday's set, and they also had some sound issues happening. There were sound issues happening all day. It was kind of crazy. But, you know, I love Thursday so much with all of my heart. I'm hoping to get a Thursday tattoo early next year. They were so awesome and so incredible, and they put on, from the songs that I did see, they put on just as an amazing show as usual. I will say though, VIP did not give them the love that they deserve, and I stuck by that. I literally felt like Chaperone the entire day. Okay, wait, here's a bit of that sound issue.
Say from New Brunswick, New Jersey. Hello, Las Vegas.
Alright, so there is no other way for me to explain this next part without me, like, doing it this way. After I watched a couple songs from Thursday's set, I walked over to meet up with Jules. Gabe from Cobra Starship asked Jules if they would do Travi's part in Snakes on a Plane. And of course Jules was like, yes, absolutely. So we're backstage. And we're up there, like, waiting for, you know, Jules to be able to go on and do this part. And I look to my left and there's Patrick Stump and Andy Hurley. And so I text my mom and I go, Patrick Stump and Andy Hurley are right next to me. And Jules had made 1,300 bracelets. And so we're standing there and Jules looks at me and they're like, hey, do you have the Fall Out Boy bracelets with you? I'm like, no. And they're like, okay, do you want me to give Andy and Patrick one of the ones that you made me? And I was like, and so Jules gives Patrick my Alpha Dog one and gives Andy the Half Doomed one. So I have Semi-Sweet and Omegalomaniac. In case you want to fucking come for me, Semi-Sweet, Omegalomaniac, okay? Same beads. Patrick and Andy were incredibly sweet. If you remember in my Riot Fest video, we played a game that was called Find Phoenix in the photos. And so here's Phoenix in the photos. I've also been having a really fun time playing Where's Phoenix in the videos. In this specific video, you can see during the set, Jules and I lean over to talk to Patrick and Andy, and then I stand back up, grip Jules' arm, and start crying. And I totally blacked out the part that I was crying because I thought that I was being normal. And I thought that they wouldn't be able to tell. I didn't hear much of Cobra set, obviously, because I was behind the stage. Hearing the crowd, though, was so awesome and so cool, and it was so loud. I'm very, very grateful that I was able to go up there, especially because I was able to get videos of my friend literally fucking killing it. Jules looked so cool. So Jules goes up, does this part in Snakes, walks off, and then we all start sobbing. So that's when I have this clip of me sobbing to You Make Me Feel by Cobra Starship. This is the funniest shit. Anyway, that's what happened.
After all of that happened, I was just in such shock and disbelief that I had to go sit down and get the most mediocre pizza of my entire life. Now, if you recall, last year I had the best smoothie of my entire life, to the point that I'm still fucking thinking about that smoothie to this day, a year later. I looked everywhere for that smoothie and it was nowhere to be found. So here's the official pizza review of 2024. I paid $16 for this slice of pizza with tip, and it was actually kind of decent. It was okay. The cheese was, it was cheese. But I also was completely disassociating over this slice of pizza. And for it being the first thing that I could physically stomach to eat this day, it did its job. It was some okay pizza. Genuinely, I have no recollection between eating that pizza and seeing Motion City soundtrack. I know that I watched a little bit of Taking Back Sunday's set, but I kind of walked around aimlessly crying, and then I sat down for 45 minutes and listened to Motion City. As the sun began to set, I was really feeling that nostalgia, and I was reminiscing on last year when I went to When We Were Young. One of the bands that I really, really wanted to see was Bayside. I had gotten into their record earlier this year when I read Where Are Your Boys Tonight, and so I honestly only really wanted to see a couple songs of theirs, and luckily the songs that I wanted to see were the first two songs, so then I could hop over and go see Pierce the Veil. Also, though, real quick, this crowd and the Motion City crowd were some of the sweetest people that I had interactions with all day, so shout out to these people. They were so kind. As I walked over to see Pierce the Veil, I noticed that fucking hand followed me again. What the hell? Why is it here? Now, in the back of my mind, I knew that Pierce the Veil was playing Collide with the Sky in full, but when they started playing First Punch, I stopped dead in my tracks and was so psyched that they were playing the song. This is one of my favorite Pierce songs, and I started all the way back here, and then I was like, no, I have to be closer. So I went all the way up through VIP to the closest that I could get at that point in time. And then in the back of my mind, I knew that this was going to happen, but I didn't process it until it was actually happening. Kellen Quinn came out to do King for a Day, and oh my god. Wow. This was something that I have dreamed of for many a year. Wow. This time was funny as fuck. I honestly don't remember why I was recording it, but anyway, after Jimmy Eat World, I had to sit through A Day to Remember, and oh my god, you guys, that was the biggest change ever, because it went from Jimmy Eat World to A Day to Remember. crazy. I was so overstimulated. I wanted it to be over so fast. And then Fall Out Boy came on. I honestly don't have much to say about Fall Out Boy's set. I think that for their festival runs, this show that they put on was a perfect way to encapsulate Fall Out Boy as a band as a whole. I'm not even gonna speak on the fact that Say Anything and Hey Monday were playing at the exact same time. I did buy a ticket like specifically to be able to see Fall Out Boy, so that's why I did see Fall Out Boy. But I don't know, there was something so incredible about just seeing them play these songs and be so close. I've never been, first of all, this close at a festival for the headliner, and I have never, in my wildest dreams, thought that I would ever be able to be this close to see Fall Out Boy. To be able to see them 3 times in a little over a year is really surreal to me. And it was even more surreal. Patrick was wearing my bracelet on stage. I don't know why I didn't think that he was, but like that he would do it, but he did, and that just, you know, it was so incredible. Also, wow, watching Indy play I Don't Care, wow. And you know, when they played Phoenix, I had to represent. I don't want to talk about how violently I sobbed during Kids on Our Right. I want to talk about this person right here. Oh my god, they were incredible. Who is this diva? All of them were killing it. Okay, so their first 8-ball was See You Again by Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa, and I didn't even like realize that it was happening. But when they started playing it, I was like, oh, okay, a cover, that's okay, yeah. And then I was like, wait a minute, who's gonna do Wiz Khalifa's part? And then Wiz Khalifa walked out.
Can you take it back? The boys of summer right now?
Something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up.
What do you think? Should this festival go on forever? I don't trust this fucking thing. Should we play an old B-side?
Okay, now as someone who saw Gays, and I'm gonna call it Janafs. As someone who saw Janafs live for the first time ever, it took me way too long to figure out that this was actually Janafs that they were playing. I don't have any Fall Out Boy videos after this. Jules and I sprinted to get to the other side to see my chem. Okay, I'm sorry that this is a vertical video, but I need you guys to hear the animal that I become when Gerard is shown on the screen, because I didn't realize that he cut his hair, and there is no, oh my god.
Now come on to this tragic affair. Off that makeup pretends despair. Now throw on the black dress, mixing with the light. You might wake up.
Okay, full transparency, I don't really listen to my chem that much anymore, which is also why I haven't finished the series that I made a couple years ago about Danger Days, but it's okay. Anyway, seeing the Black Parade live was a spiritual experience. It was so incredible, but also they played Mama live, so you know how it was. I am going to play the full intro clip because it was gorgeous. They had a violinist that was like on stage with them, and she was incredible, but you could also faintly hear people in the crowd saying everybody in the whole place, whole place. This performance genuinely made me fall back in love with MCR a little bit. It was just so incredible to see them, and it was so incredible to see them like this, and just the way that the backdrop that they had up was incredible, and I feel like somebody understands it way better than I do and is more equipped to properly say what they were going for with this performance. I have my own opinions and theories. After MCR's set, we took a golf cart over to go say bye to some friends. On this golf cart, I was like, this is the height of luxury. Anyway, I did also meet Edith from Meet Me at the Altar. She was super, super sweet. I had a really nice time saying hi to her. And then at 2:30 when we got in our Lyft to go back to the hotel, I really paid no mind to the fact that the driver had her dog with her the entire time. This is a dog.
Wasn't closing.
The next morning, I awoke in complete and utter disarray and shock. I truly, every single day since the 19th has felt like a fever dream. I just, like, the first thought when I woke up was I met Patrick Stump. I still can't believe it's real. So I took one last look at the mountains, made sure that they were still alive, well, and beautiful. And then I had to ask Jules one American question.
How would you rate the mountains?
7 out of 7 American flags.
What the fuck kind of scale is that?
Jet lag.
Okay.
That was a good enough answer for me. Anyway, as I was on my way to the airport, I realized that I had spent more than my allotted amount of time in Vegas. I ended up spending like 38 hours in Vegas instead of 32. That's about 4 hours too many personally, but you know, it's okay. We live and we learn. Also, the whole time my Uber driver was playing like light classical, it was really funny. Like, tell me this music doesn't make you want to go to the Denny's Liquor World combo. As I got on my return flight to Chicago, I thought to myself, would I ever come back to Vegas? Would I ever go to Warped Tour? Because clearly whatever the fuck this was not Warped Tour. I went into it thinking it was Warped Tour. It was not Warped Tour. Nevertheless, I returned to Chicago, spirits high and ready to make music, just like all the other festivals have made me feel over the past couple years. And also to mark in my Where Are Your Boys book that I met Patrick, but you know, that's and Mikey, what the fuck?
Hey guys, I don't really know how to properly end this video. I genuinely think that this was the best weekend of my life up to this point. I am just so grateful that I was able to have the opportunity, and also that I'm able to like tell you guys about this, because it's like so cool to me and so awesome. And I hope that someday, if I'm ever able to tour, when I tour, I'll be able to share some more stories with you guys. Maybe I will go to Warped Tour and make an actual Warped Tour video. I don't know. Or maybe I won't. That's a secret. You'll never know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Jules. They're linked in the description. All of my friends are so talented, and I'm so glad that I am able to know such talented, incredible people. My album comes out in a couple weeks. Pre-save it. Link below. Make sure you subscribe, comment down below anything that you want to see, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!